I'll have to get a board.
Huh. Okay. Stop!
Sean
Make
Aid Sounders. I
stop.
got to get a board. I got to get a
I
soundboard.
gotta kick your ass. What am I doing here?
I'm very good at getting sound clips.
Scott Morris is watching.
Scott Morris is watching?
Yeah.
Ooh.
God. I hate you, Rusty Lugnuts.
I know.
I got to get a board. Videos.
And I got a and Tall and Scott are watching. By the way, coming in
Video,
hot 15.
wait a minute. Video screwed up on YouTube?
Yeah,
I'm
I
seeing
didn't
half
do.
of me and half Melissa.
I didn't do the.
Well, you guys can figure that out as
Yeah,
we
I'll
go
figure it
live
out.
in 5 seconds.
I'll figure it out.
Coming in hot now. And we're still on the countdown here, but there are a lot of folks across the world these days who have had, I guess we can just say, on a serious, very, very serious note, actually, misfortunate after effects of having COVID-19.
That's called the long COVID.
Well, no, I don't mean still having COVID, but things that how it changes their bodies.
That's what
Long COVID is.
Yeah, and I just don't like to call it that because to me it's still you still have COVID. Well,
it changes your DNA, so it's
a
in you.
very generalized statement.
It screws you up, right?
It sure does.
Yeah, and it really, really sucks for some folks. Some worse than others.
Yeah.
But, we've all heard of RLS, right? Does anyone out here suffer from RLS?
I suffer from CRS.
Really long.
By the way, I
Can't
got to
remember
give a big
shit.
shout out right now to John J. Vaness. And if anyone out there does not know who John J. Vaness is, it's John. Come on, you guys don't know? John J. and Rich from the Valley, man. Yes, she's good friends with Chef Patrick. He and I actually went to high school together. John J. Of course, John J. I'm sure you don't remember me. Anyway, it's okay. I'm a couple years younger. But
Wait, John Rich.
No, John J. Vaness.
Oh, I thought you said John Rich. I was like, what?
No, but
Yeah, he did.
we'd be good with that as well. Hey, welcome in, John J. And
Facebook?
yeah, over on Facebook right now. Yeah, but
Hey, dude, go over to YouTube. It's better.
well,
Well, not tonight.
technical
It's not.
difficulties. But hey, as Doc Thompson used to say, you know what? If you can't
Can fix it, feature it. You okay,
right?
Sean?
If you can't fix it, feature it.
You having a stroke?
You know, and of course, we all know what he'd say if he was alive today.
Well,
Get me the hell out of here.
Out of the box.
Yeah.
put me back together. Poor guy. Anyway, yeah. So
Where's my earpods?
He wouldn't give a flying fig.
Chef Patrick and John Jay and I all went to the same high school. So welcome in if you're still watching, and good to have you. So the long COVID thing, it's very unfortunate. But like I said, you guys have heard of RLS, correct? Do either one of you? No, you
No.
Restless leg syndrome, yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Whatever.
What? Do you not believe that there's such a thing? You don't believe anything.
It's neurological.
Okay. So how do you explain?
I know it's a thing.
How do you explain RAS?
You are
Restless
an
ass syndrome?
Close. restless anal syndrome.
Ooh.
And it is
My lips are puckered.
allegedly. Wait, I don't. Lips.
Kegels,
Wait.
Melissa. Kegels.
No, Melissa, wrong area.
Oh.
Not sure.
I was drawing a comparison to what this was like.
Okay. The RAS. Apparently, there's a gentleman, age 77 in Japan, who, after having the coronavirus, was having some, let's call them technical difficulties with his buttocks region, and went to, the doctors, and I guess he's got restless anal syndrome. That's a thing, right? I've never.
I want to know what that means. Like, it's restless. Is it like
know.
spotting or talking?
Okay, so RLS would be your legs constantly wanting to move, right?
Oh, maybe he's got the boogies.
Look, maybe he should wipe better. I don't know. I did say it came with some hemorrhoids as well. So,
well, if what Knights is saying, if you want to compare it to your restless leg, then he's shaking his booty. Oh wait, no, you didn't say butt syndrome, anal. So it's
anal.
So it's the
that's
sphincter.
That's a tight region.
Isn't that just another thing for anal leakage? I mean, is that what he's experiencing? Is
I thought it was anal seepage.
or seepage, leakage, whatever.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys are completely off track. We are derailed.
Really?
By the way, John Jay, if you're still here, you can find us on Mojo 50, which I'm sure if you've talked to Chef Patrick lately, or in the last 3-4 years, you might know that. But we are actually still on iHeart. If you guys didn't know that, we are.
Yeah, if you had it. Oh, we
ourselves.
Huh.
Off track
alone.
Well, I mean, we are the number one weekend show on Mojo, as voted on by.
Yes,
we are the number one show that's broadcast at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern.
No, just the whole weekend.
Oh, okay.
Listeners have voted us America's favorite shit show.
Yeah, absolutely.
They have. That is a fact. As a matter of fact, other show hosts have also voted us such.
Hey, hit the like and the share and the bell and all that on YouTube if you're over there. Please do.
We're on everywhere you can find a podcast.
You are my favorite viewer. You right there.
Me?
You're my favorite.
Oh,
Me?
you're my
Thank you,
favorite
Rusty.
too.
Or her. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, the doctor's back to the anal issues, if you will.
Seepage.
Okay. Can we not just admit? If we've all had a day where you was in a hurry and maybe you didn't wipe so well. I mean, we're going to get to it here, right? I mean, and then you get the squirms. You're like, I need to go back to the restroom.
I think that's why wipes are so popular. You spray a little bit of witch hazel on your baby wipes, and I'm telling you, it's clean. Yes, that hazel.
Okay, I've heard of it, but please explain.
I
Because
love
I'm
witch
honestly
hazel.
not too sure I know what specifically witch hazel is.
Well, for the main thing witch hazel is good for is an astringent for your face and your skin. I used to use it also for mosquito bites. It's really good for your skin. Bites. But then I learned that Preparation H has wipes, anal wipes for people with irritated buttholes.
Good for your wrinkles too, by the way, on the crow's feet. Just saying.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I promise it is. But they've changed Preparation H. It used to really, really tingle and... it doesn't so much anymore. Now I feel like it doesn't work.
Well, Preparation H.
I'm not talking on Mojo. Sean's pointing to his eyes.
I'm not talking about the Preparation H ointment, which is a fun word, but they have wipes, and the wipes I saw are made with witch hazel. So I use baby wipes all the time, and for my face and for my arse.
Gotcha.
So I just poured like half a bottle into the bag of wipes.
Half a bottle of witch hazel. Okay, that makes sense.
I want to put out a cautionary warning to folks about where, and this is about the subject. Okay, so once a month, once every 4 or 5 weeks, I get my wife gives me a shot, and of course, you're supposed to cleanse the area. I get a shot in my ass. So you get a
Wait, in the
cheek.
butt cheek or the anus?
Butt cheek, in
Okay.
the cheek.
Right up in the.
Anyway, so you're supposed to clean the area, of course. Well, she thought it would be funny. She used rubbing alcohol. And so she dribbled a little extra rubbing alcohol, and it ran down the old butt crack. And guess what? That shit burns like a sumbitch when it gets to Mr. Brown Eye. I was hopping and hollering, and he was laughing and rolling on the floor.
Why didn't she get any video of this?
Nobody wants to see that.
Oh, no. Not him. I mean, look, it would be great for him to have pants on, but I know him. You're right. He probably was completely nude, flopping around the house.
Well, that's why they call it rubbing alcohol and not dripping alcohol. Did she rub anything in the process?
I do not recommend using rubbing alcohol on the sensitive external areas. Just saying.
Dude, I don't want any of that near me. But I mean, I can't even imagine these after effects of COVID and having restless anal syndrome. I mean, what?
Well, don't get COVID. Or try not to.
Have we all not? Okay, Chris, have you not had it yet?
I have not tested positively for it.
Neither have I.
So I don't know.
Tested at all, so there's that. Have you have not been tested either? Or
no, I haven't been tested at all.
No, I haven't either. I'm pretty sure I had what they consider COVID, but
right. Hey, can I just say one thing here? Rusty, if you're looking to work your way back into alcohol, that was probably not the best way to go about it.
Yeah, no kidding.
Look, that's not the alcohol you were supposed to be having.
Awesome.
You're not supposed to consume it through your... Never mind.
Hey, all the kids are doing it.
No.
So
you know, the bong.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be embarrassing. Look, there's a lot of after effects of COVID that we're still finding out about. And it's like I said, some of them are honestly life-changing and pretty tough to deal with. And I feel for those,
what the hell happened?
Honestly, who have had to and are going through and suffering from said after effects. And, we say our prayers for those folks, but this one it's kind of fun, not fun for the person having it, obviously, right? But news story worthy. I don't know if you want to.
Definitely not if you're making news.
No.
With your RAS.
I've tested several times.
Have you?
Oh yeah.
I thought, what happened? We were fixed in YouTube, and now it's changed.
We're
again.
good now.
What happened?
It's done.
No,
it's
we're
fixed.
good. No, I tested several times, and so far I haven't had it.
Well,
I even subscribed to those homemade tests. I mean homemade. I mean free. The free tests.
Okay, so you have
homemade tests.
You don't really go anywhere, do you? You're not really around a lot of people. I mean, just normally your life, right? I mean,
I go shopping. I go to the base. I take classes.
I guess you are, then.
My son, school stuff.
By the way,
a very exciting.
I know the answer, but what's up with the floppy julep hat there?
It's my Easter bonnet.
Happy Easter, everyone. What? Little House on the Prairie girl. What is her name? Laura Ingalls or something?
No, this reminds me of the that one.
The Flying Nun?
No, the chicken in Foghorn Leghorn.
Chicken?
Man.
The old lady, right? I forgot about her.
Yeah, she always wants Foghorn Leghorn to fertilize her eggs.
Well,
oh man.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Okay.
I don't need any eggs fertilizer. I don't need to be fertilizing anyone's eggs. Let's move on. Let's move on to something entirely more uncomfortable, which I think possibly Brad Staggs has already covered, and I'm sure the folks out there in Listenerland will surely tell me.
I didn't listen Friday. Sorry.
I think it was a week or so ago. a woman who doctors mistakenly believed was like suffering from a urinary tract infection. Actually had a glass tumbler stuck. Now, this is the part that I cannot wrap my brain around. I'm going to just tell you, it was stuck in her bladder for 4 years. First of all, bladder. It was, so you tell me how it gets into, it doesn't matter which direction. How do you get it's a complete glass. It's green. It's got the, like a hexagon shape on the bottom. There's an x-ray with it in here. Stuck in your bladder for 4 years. First, how do you even get it there?
I don't know. I think there's where did this happen at? Like in some Asian country? I think there was a.
Why you gotta ask me that?
I think there was a screw up in the translation because it's not. I mean, it's physically not possible.
Well, that's kind of what I'm.
You've seen some people, though, right, Rusty? There are some people that may have physical.
Do you understand the route? Let's just say that the route it has to take.
To do tell. Let's go details here, Sean.
Go ahead. Tell the world. I think everyone knows where it has to travel to get inside of your bladder.
The urethra.
Yeah, pretty sure it has to go up.
Yeah, there's some sort of screw up. There's a screw up in the translation. I could see maybe uterus.
Well,
but not bladder. You know, I mean, it's just not possible.
The X-ray, it's literally right between the hip bones, like low, like where it comes together at the bottom, right there.
Yeah,
the urethra.
Yeah, but
the urethra, and then goes to the bladder, and then from the bladder there are ureters that go to the kidneys.
Okay, so it's not coming in from the top.
No,
it
wouldn't be able to because there's valves.
The urethra, it's a glass that is this big.
For 4 years, I have to say bullshit on that.
I don't care how long it was. You ain't getting it in there.
No.
I think maybe Rusty may be correct here.
I think
yes,
he is
it was
also
a foreign land. She told medical professionals at an academic hospital, Habib Berg.
Hashtag
nailed it.
Like a native.
Something like some shit like that. Bergabia. I think that's it actually. I don't know. I don't believe it. I think it's incorrect. But it did, it says along with the details of the case were images of the glass and the bladder stone that surrounded it after her attempt at urethral sounding.
It had calcified.
Yeah. Oh, no.
So are they incorrect here?
Is who incorrect?
This report.
The doctors.
Yes.
They're actually talking about the urethral.
Remember, whoever reported that is media, and they're not interested in facts. They're interested in drama.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It has a chip in the top of it too. Gosh, can you imagine that cutting the insides of you?
Thanks, Sean,
That's wonderful.
for that.
Wonderful story on Easter. I do have an Easter story.
Oh,
I've got
good.
Culture Club stuck in my head now.
Tell us all about
Tumblr
it.
song.
Florida man was driving along the highway when he saw what he thought was the Easter rabbit hopping across the road. He swerved to avoid hitting. He swerved to avoid hitting it, but unfortunately, it just wasn't in time, and he hit the Easter bunny. The eggs and the candy went flying. The driver, of course, being a sensitive man and an animal lover, pulled over and got out to see if the rabbit was okay. But much to his dismay, the Easter rabbit was dead. The Easter bunny gone.
Okay, so confirm. You're talking an actual rabbit, an actual an animal, and he thinks it's the Easter bunny.
A woman driving down the highway seen the man on the side of the road with the rabbit, and of course the man was visibly upset. So she stopped her car
Get out.
know, and he says, I feel terrible. I've killed the Easter Bunny. Children are going to be so disappointed. Woman told the guy not to worry, and she went back to her car, pulled out a spray can out of her purse, and walked over to the dead rabbit and sprayed the contents of the can onto the rabbit.
Wait,
Miraculously, the rabbit
out.
came back to life.
I call bullshit.
No way.
Jumps up,
I don't
picks up
care.
all the eggs and the candy, and takes off.
No.
And he jumps about 50 feet and stops and turns around and waves.
No. All right. Where'd this
Then he
story come
takes
from?
off. Then he takes off again,
I'm
another
waiting.
50 feet, and stop, turns around and waves. Another 50 feet, stop, turns around. The guy is just, he's crazy. He's a
It's
stop. I
coming.
can't believe it.
Are you
I
ready for
can't
this, Chris?
Believe it.
This sounds a little methed up.
What?
I think it's a long way around for a
What
shit
did you
joke.
spray on the rabbit and brought him back to life? The woman turned around and said, hairspray.
Yeah. I told you.
Restores life to dead hair, adds a permanent wave.
We are suckers. He got us.
Do you know what you spray to
Effing-
catch the Easter Bunny?
Wait,
Aquanet.
what?
You know what you
Aquanet,
sprayed
yeah.
to catch the Easter Bunny?
No, yeah.
Aquanet.
Hairspray.
I feel so stupid right now. And used for your pleasure, Rusty Lug Nuts.
Feel dirty.
How dare you?
I know. I'm sorry.
Thank
All
you
right,
for that.
I've got a story to get
That's
us back on track here.
that's
Please-
something
please.
I would expect from Lep's morning hello. But Timmy the pilot commented on the story. Whiskey.
Yes, ma'am.
Urethra Franklin, right?
Timmy the pilot, you, sir, are what some people may call an asshole.
R.E.S. class in my pee.
Y'all make my head hurt. Look, it's my first day back in, 3-4 weeks? I don't even know how long it's been.
God.
since I've been here. Shush. And Timmy is giving me all this crap.
Giving
Stop.
you to business.
What are you drinking, Rusty? What? Oh, whoa.
Wait.
Hey, I thought that was all gone.
Yeah.
Night has a story.
I've got a
Go ahead.
story.
Go
Let's
ahead.
get us back on track here. All right.
Okay.
A patient was admitted to a hospital in Bihar, India, with constipation and severe abdominal pain. He underwent an ultrasound and x-ray in which the doctors located a serious disturbance in his intestines. Much to their shock, that disturbance turned out to be a whole glass.
Wait. Okay. What? Didn't we just go through this?
No. In his
No?
rectum.
No.
Damn near killed him.
Oh, wait.
Damn
Over here.
near killed him.
Over here. Back row. Mojo
Yeah,
50. Whiskey 6.
Yeah.
Did he slip and fall on it?
No.
No?
Uh,
First time
he-
ever?
Yeah, no, he didn't slip and fall on it. He says that he swallowed the glass while drinking a cup of tea.
I don't believe you. You are a liar. Huh. And it just happened to wind up in your ass.
Yes. He says that the doctors aren't convinced about that due to the food pipe being
Bullshit.
too narrow for the glass to pass through.
Huh.
Yeah.
It happened to go all the way through his system, but
All
wouldn't
the
come
way
out
through.
his butt, which stretches to a
Wouldn't come
complete
out.
7 inches in diameter.
How do you know that?
Yes.
Because Rocky Stucci told us all about it on Abnormal Realities, which you can find at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central. Actually, every
I must
weekday.
see that
through
episode.
Thursday.
Yeah. Well, live Tuesday to
Live, yeah.
Wednesday, Thursday. But yeah, on mojo50.com.
Melissa, don't
There you
ever ask about how Sean knows for exact how he
Because
knows.
I'll tell you exactly if I.
Lesson learned. Holy crap.
Don't listen to his experiences.
Whatever. You suck.
Oh, this story's got a picture of it. It's bad. You said that the lady had a small chip in the cup.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
Oh,
This
no,
guy
no.
it's big pieces out of this sharp
Mm.
glass. It's nasty.
Okay, so I'm guessing. Okay,
They need to switch to
semi-serious.
a Yeti.
Switch to what? Another story.
No. I think they need to switch their vessels in which they partake.
Oh yeah, how about nothing? No, look, it should have a tattoo that says "exit only."
I mean, everybody has access to the internet, and the internet is basically made for finding items that
Okay.
are made to do this stuff.
Good
Don't stick
point.
glasses in there.
Good point.
I'm
And
just
to
saying.
your point. I will say this: everyone, and I say everyone loosely, no pun intended, has access to the internet these days, as you said. They should probably know of all the stories of shit getting items stuck up your rectum.
Damn near killed him.
Right? In order to not do that.
Yes.
I think we should have an ER nurse on sometime.
Oh.
You shouldn't need the internet to know that that's a one-way street.
I bet
And
you ER nurses
Anything
have stories.
Anything that goes there ought to come out. Just saying.
Yeah, let's go with that.
There's the music.
We'll go to break and stuff, because I'm glad that topic is over, folks. Happy Easter.
You started
Don't
it.
put any Easter eggs where they don't go.
I need
All right,
another
guys,
drink.
we will see you right after this, right here, Mojo 50. Right back at you.
Oh, Lord. I've had that story for a couple weeks now.
Oh,
Rusty, just don't swallow your shot glass, would you? All right.
Yeah, no kidding.
yeah. Okay, yeah, moving on to, I will get rid of that. And, oops, Japan. Okay, so we can move on to this. Hey, John J. Vaness was watching us. I'm getting Snapchats, excuse me.
Cool. Is he still there?
No.
What
What?
the hell?
Hey, look, John J. Vaness. Dude, he is syndicated. Nationally syndicated.
Oh, yeah. So it only took him a few minutes to say, well, yeah, we don't.
Hey, dude, I think he stayed in for a few minutes. I had to interrupt and say something. Because, I had to name drop Chef Patrick so he knew there's a connection.
Right.
And,
Does he know him as Chef Patrick, or would he know him by his
Oh,
whole-
yes. Chef Patrick, dude. He knows Chef Patrick. They are actually friends. Friends. I just happened to go to school. I was 2 years behind them. But, yeah, I name dropped Chef Patrick and John Jay because, hey, how else are you going to have someone go, oh, this guy knows me? And, like, knows me? Okay, cool. See if some of that'll stick. No, it's not going to happen. But anyway.
Rusty.
3, 2.
Coming in hot. Okay. Random question for everyone out there, and let's see who can get it right first. What is singer Vanilla Ice's birth name?
Oh, crap.
What, really?
I got nothing.
I don't remember.
Miss Melissa?
That's an odd name for Vanilla Ice.
Miss Melissa.
Actually,
I really don't know.
I didn't know his middle name.
Never put him on my radar.
Okay,
to
I'll
be
give you a
honest with
hint. His middle name is my first name, which I did not know until right now.
Matthew.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
His name is Robert Van Winkle, or Robbie Van Winkle. Yeah, he used to race motocross too. I didn't know that. Or race, I think. But
And he likes to sleep for a long time, apparently.
Van Winkle, not Rip Van Winkle. You. Ooh,
Well,
I haven't been on the show so long. I almost dropped an F-bomb because.
That's what you do.
Okay, let's go back. Maybe Rusty will get this. In Gunsmoke, what did Festus name all his mules, regardless of gender?
Oh, crap.
Wow. Showing your age. I'm too young.
So
for
apparently,
that.
Vanilla Ice and all of Festus's mules are named Aw Crap, Rusty, because that was your answer for both.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Ruth.
Ruth.
Huh.
Good
I
name.
didn't know that either.
Solid, handsome name.
I've
Okay,
never seen
how about-
Gunsmoke.
All right, maybe this is a little more helpful. In the TV show The Simpsons,
Yeah.
who or what is Santa's little helper?
The dog. Their dog. The greyhound that they got from the track.
Okay, the pet dog, the Simpsons pet dog.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Hey, I gotta
He gets
say,
mail addressed to Santos L. Halper.
I gotta say something real quick. I heard on another podcast an interview with Yardley Smith, the girl that plays Lisa, and it was awesome because they don't do a whole lot of press. And I heard Lisa Simpson drop an F-bomb. It was so weird, but really cool. She
Like
is
not on the show, right?
on the podcast that I listen to. You can drop F-bombs.
But in her voice.
Yes.
That's
it was
hilarious.
hilarious. Oh my God. Highly recommend. She's a really cool chick too. Awesome.
That is cool.
So, no, go ahead.
I was just going to do a couple more here, and then we can move on. What new wave band recorded the 1978 album titled Parallel Lines? Hello, Michael Weston, by the way.
Flock of Seagulls. I don't know.
Anyone else have a guess? I don't know the answer to this.
What, 1978?
Yes,
New
what
wave.
new wave band recorded the 1978 album titled Parallel Lines?
Depeche Mode.
1978?
78. Duran Duran.
No, actually, I should have known this. It's Blondie.
Oh,
Deborah Harry.
she was the first person to release a rap song that made it to the charts. She was
Wait,
initially
Blondie?
the first rapper. That song Rapture.
Are we back on Van Winkle?
Well, you get in a car and you drive real far and you drive all night till you see a light. Then it comes right down and lands on the ground. Then out comes a man from Mars and he try to run, but he's got a gun. He shoots you dead, then he eats your head. Then you're in the Man from Mars. You don't remember that?
No.
Me
That's a
neither.
I mean, maybe if I
Right
heard
there.
the song actually, but no, I don't.
Yeah, it's called Rapture. Yeah, she was the first rap song to take the charts.
Miss Melissa, Michael Weston said your hat is hot
Michael, he's not on YouTube. He's on Facebook tonight.
on Facebook. You can send him
He
over
has-
to YouTube, but you know,
He has some awesome adventures out there in Cali.
adventures. Oh wait, he's out there in the land of lunatics.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah, you don't remember I told you his orders.
Oh,
got
the
screwed
land of
up?
fruits and nuts. Yes,
Yeah,
I do remember this, and other vegetables. Okay, in Frosty the Snowman, what action causes Frosty to come to life?
A magic hat upon his head.
Anybody else have an answer for that?
Happy birthday.
That's the answer.
Okay,
It's
well,
the
you're right,
hat.
Russ. Yeah, I didn't remember that. I don't remember things. It's California, Michael Weston. Yeah, all right, we can move on. I found this trivia website, and I actually like it, and it has different categories: science, arts, entertainment, history, general, and geography. We were messing around with it the other night, a few of us. And it doesn't seem to be too technical, you know. It seems to be kind of layman history, and I'm sorry, not layman trivia that I still don't know the answers to, but I think that the questions seem to be simple enough and real short, and you know, something that it's kind of fun. So, like this one here, geography. What tree appears on the national flag of Lebanon? I don't know the answer to that.
I must have been absent that day.
Cedar tree. It's the cedar tree, which I love.
Oh, cedar.
Cedar
I
tree.
barely even knew her.
I haven't seen. Never mind. Moving on.
Again, Sean doesn't want to seed her.
Again.
Where did my other here we go. All righty, let's get back into it. Now, I know that Chris and Rusty has some things to get to. Melissa, do you have anything before I go forward as well?
Yeah, I got a
Go ahead, Rusty.
celebrity, sort of a celebrity thing. So, you know, the 2022 Oscars got really awkward
What do you mean?
with the
I didn't
Will
even know
Smith,
it happened.
Chris Rock slap, huh?
I don't.
Oh,
I
we're
never
back on
even
that.
heard of that.
Anyway, so we all know about that, but this is reminiscent of another incident that happened in 1973 with John Wayne.
John Wayne
Oh, wait.
at the Oscars.
The clown guy?
No.
Casey.
Clown? No. It was John Wayne wanted to storm the stage, and it took 6 security men to restrain him from storming the stage. So during the 1973 Oscars, Marlon Brando won the award
The Godfather.
Best Actor for his role in The Godfather.
Mario
But
Puzo's.
he didn't accept the award. Do you remember who did?
No. Why would I? Wait, what year was this?
Oh, Marlon
1973.
Brando refused to go to the Oscars, right?
I'm going to remember this. I'm the oldest one here out of the 4 of us. I was 3.
Hell yeah, you are.
So,
Well, I
Rusty,
knew
you
about
were
this.
1. Melissa and Chris were not born yet.
But
I remember it. It's okay.
they made him an offer he had to refuse.
Yes. Instead, he had Sacheen Littlefeather, also known as Marie Louise Cruz, go on stage on his behalf. She was dressed as an Indian. In doing so, she spoke about the mistreatment of Native Americans in the film industry. This is when some of that woke left crap started, basically.
Feather, right? Not dot.
Yeah, little feather. Yeah, feather. Yeah. He also wanted to draw more attention to the wounded knee occupation. Have y'all heard about that?
I have a
Heard
wounded
of
knee.
Wounded knee.
Heard of
Yeah,
it.
I had surgery on mine, so.
No, wounded knee occupation was when in the 70s, during this time, there was some protest by Native Americans at different places. I believe it was at, I could be wrong. I didn't research this. I just kind of sort of remembered some of this stuff going on. I believe it was at the prison,
Sarah?
Alcatraz. I think it was at Alcatraz. They took over Alcatraz Prison Island for a little while.
I have to interrupt for 1 second.
Yeah.
And please go right back to it. Sarah Nichols? Off Track Syndicate is still on iHeartRadio. Maybe it's a thing to where you can't get it if you didn't have it as a favorite, but we are still there. Every week our show shows up there. And I know all about what you said, and I'm not going to repeat it on the air because I'm not. Just to let you know. Go ahead, Rusty.
Yeah. So John Wayne did not agree with Marlon's choice and wanted Littlefeather off the stage. At the time, he said, quote, if Brando had something to say, he should have appeared that night and stated his views instead of taking some little unknown girl and dressing her up in an Indian outfit.
Oh.
Wow.
All righty then.
So, yeah, that was a big thing, and you can find it on YouTube, if you search just whatever, Marlon Brando's Oscar and all that, and she's on there.
Wayne.
But, yeah, so that's not the only time that some controversial things have happened at
And I would
the Oscars.
assume back then people actually watched, because what else was there to do besides 3 channels?
The 3 channels.
Right.
Plus
I mean, that
PBS.
was like the internet for 1973. That was the only thing to do, right?
I think
Well,
radio
besides
was
go to
better
bed.
at that time.
Right.
Take your wife to bed.
How many of you have heard, this is different, but it's still on the celebrity side, the Bruce Willis aphasia thing? Have y'all heard about? This is the
have.
first I've heard about aphasia.
I don't even
And
know.
I searched it, and if you search on YouTube, you can find instances of people with aphasia, and they're trying to help them and stuff. But I didn't even know this was a thing. Melissa, I guess you might have heard about this in the
mental health.
in the
neurological
mental
world.
health field, because I guess it kind of is
aphasia
there.
is not necessarily a disease. It's actually it's like the symptom of a neurological issue. So it most likely, I think, in my non-professional opinion, he will develop Alzheimer's.
All right.
But
What I've
the
been able to
aphasia
draw is that there are several different kinds of aphasia, and I guess some of them are a result of having a stroke, while others is a result of an actual brain disease.
or a
So-
head injury.
Or a head injury, yes. So, and from what I've seen on YouTube, the few that I've seen is that the people they're able to talk and they try to communicate, but the words they are putting out are not the words that they mean. So they'd be saying like star, window, glass, and they're putting all these words, and they think in their head that they're saying the right words, but the wrong words are coming out. And
Word salad.
It's a terrible, terrible thing, and we don't know exactly which disease that Bruce Willis has, but kind of.
I am so sorry. I kept thinking the way you were talking with this story,
Yeah.
I was looking for the joke.
No joke.
I know, but I was looking.
Damn it, we can't be funny all the time, so
I
people just
know.
have to suck it up.
I know,
Speak
no,
for
but I was
yourself.
really interested in
about
that story because that's why Bruce Willis was making so many cheesy movies, because he wanted to get it out of his system before he couldn't do it anymore.
Right. He wanted to try to do
I just want to point out that John Doherty over in the YouTube chat says he has 2 wounded knees. My question, John, is it your which 2 knees? Your left knee, your right, or your wee knee?
Well,
There's also the high one.
Asking for the audience for clarification.
and then the high knee.
No.
It's probably the high knee and the weenie.
Now we're on the penis. So remember,
No, you can.
Rusty
Yeah, nope.
puts the
Nope.
penis in happiness.
That's right.
Hey, on that subject,
Go
Rusty,
ahead, Chris.
are you all celebrated out from the holiday on Friday? I mean, you are familiar with the big holiday on Friday, right?
No.
Last
it was
Friday?
April
Good,
15th.
actually. It was pretty good. Yeah, it was good.
April 15th, 1984 was the very first National Gripers Day, celebrated annually.
Didn't
And
Rusty
it was started.
start
Actually, it was started by a freelance writer in
that?
Ohio.
No.
He published his phone number and mailing address so people could contact him with their complaints about modern living.
Wait, hold on. All right, hold on. Someone wants
People to complain to him.
about modern
About
living.
modern living,
First world
yes.
problems, first of all.
Yes. Yep.
Because if you're even cognitive of I need to complain or listen to complaints about modern living, you're doing it wrong.
Yep.
There are people around the world who have a far more shitty life than you do with your modern ass living.
I thought I thought Friday was Good Friday.
It was
It wasn't bad.
Now
But
why?
it's celebrated on April 15th. Good
tax
Friday
day.
and Easter shift every
Oh,
year.
well,
Not the same day of the month.
Because it doesn't seem like a Good Friday. I mean, I know, I get it about the, but it
Right.
really for Jesus, it wasn't
Right.
that good of a Friday.
Oh,
I mean,
well, but in through our eyes, no, it wasn't. But look, that's what he wanted.
that's what he
It is-
wanted. But
it
what
is-
you had on that day was a bunch of Christians standing around down there on that hill looking up at Jesus, and they could have fixed it with a ladder and a claw hammer.
Wow.
They could have got him down,
They would all
but
died too.
no, they decided to stand there.
They could not have, because it was God's will that it
Thank
be done.
you. Right. You think
They could have done
God's
nothing.
going to just go, no, go ahead, take him down. Wait, just everybody, nothing to see here. They're taking him down.
Like,
No,
a ladder.
that's the thing is that
Whatever.
we needed that. Now I know there's
I
a
know.
person out there or people, you people, like that one guy we know who's like, meh. He knows who I'm talking about.
He went to bed.
We probably. made
Oh,
him
thank
wrong.
God.
Timmy didn't go to bed. He's still here.
Oh wait, Timmy, is that who you're talking about?
Oh, I don't
That's
know.
who I'm talking about.
He's still here.
Yeah, okay. I haven't seen him comment anything. So,
I know, terrible. It was a terrible joke. I'm sorry, people. Pray for the pygmies in South America.
I've seen a lot worse on Facebook today.
Facebook. Speaking of Facebook, you know what? I've been on Facebook for 16 years. Man, this was nothing but farmland back when it all started. Just saying.
Farmville.
Yeah, Farmville.
Oh, I never played that.
Y'all don't remember Farmville?
I remember, but I never played. I
remember-
don't play any
I-
Facebook games except for
I remember.
being a keyboard
actually,
warrior.
I remember
sometimes.
a friend of mine, Sonia, who had Farmville, and I I never played it because I mean I'm not a. I'll play in a video game occasionally, but I just didn't quite get it. It's not my thing, you know. I don't have games on my phone or anything for when I'm bored. But for some, okay, I'm not dissing it. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, Farmville. Y'all remember Farmville? Chris, how old were you 16 years ago? You were what, 16, 17?
Math is difficult for you, isn't it, Sean?
I don't remember how old
I'd have been like 20, 21.
Oh, okay. So you're older than. All right. How old are you? 37?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, close enough. All right. Yeah, all right. Well, so you were young. You were still had Similac behind yours. I mean, you still got a little. You got to drop
Similac.
it. You missed some.
Smelled like boobies.
Whoa.
Wait a minute. Kathy in the Berg says Farmville became Mafia Wars.
I don't know.
Like you had goats and cows, and then they turned into Italians and Greeks.
What?
I mean, what? I don't understand. It didn't become Mafia Wars, did it?
I don't know. I don't know anything about this stuff. I don't know. I don't know. You're looking at the YouTube chats, but all right, moving on. New Mexico woman convicted of the murder of her ex-husband after an elaborate hitman plot went awry. Crystal Cardenas, 34.
Nailed it.
Actually, it is. It's Cardenas.
Good job.
Yeah, nailed it. Was found guilty of one count of murder in the first degree, one count of conspiracy to commit first degree murder, and one count of criminal solicitation by Doña Ana County jurors. Though she was acquitted of a second degree murder charge. She apparently she murdered her ex-boyfriend after the hitman that she had hired failed to complete the job.
Bastard.
So
I mean, what happened? I was zoned out for a minute.
She hires a hitman, right?
Yeah.
He couldn't get the job done, apparently. So she went and kills her ex-boyfriend instead.
Wow.
He gets caught. Dumbass.
Taking it out on the wrong person? So did she hire her hitman? She hired a hitman to kill her husband or her boyfriend?
Her ex-boyfriend.
Oh.
Yeah. Edward Alonzo said he was hired to kill Cabral, and that would be her ex-boyfriend, and agreed to $10,000 to do the job. However, he was only paid $3,000 by Cardenas. He was then arrested on an unrelated charge and decided to talk to police in order to try to get a plea deal to spend less time behind bars. So apparently,
you
like,
can't.
well, screw that. I'll do this myself, and then of course she gets caught.
If you want something done, if you gotta do it yourself.
You can't hire somebody. No, not some shady character that's going to be picked up for a bad turn signal. You know, and then go in and say, no, you got to do that. If you're going to do it, which is wrong. I don't condone it, though. In some cases, I certainly understand it. Anyway.
The unfortunate situation still being the guy got murdered. So the hitman was hired, right? He didn't get the job done. He goes in and talks to police, kind of lets them know. And that shit, she slips under the radar and murders him anyway before the police can save his ass. Think about that.
Oh my God.
Oh, hell no.
You got to question how much time was between them knowing and it happening.
Run. Someone's trying to kill you. Oh, no, we missed it. Sorry, you're out of luck, dude. You're dead.
So did he get in trouble, the hitman? Did he get any kind of immunity?
Let's see here.
I'm sure he did.
Well, he wouldn't have gotten in trouble for the maybe conspiracy to commit murder, but not the actual crime itself.
The crime was meticulously planned, according to Assistant District Attorney Arif Abrar. Man, all these names. Arif Abrar. That's the name.
Nailed
Arif Abrar. Arif, I'm sure. Cardenas and Flores perform surveillance on Cabral's house so they could break in when he went to sleep, but Flores is the one who reportedly wielded the weapon. Okay. So she was there with him. He's said to have shot Cabral once before shooting Mora Rodriguez 3 times. Who the hell's Mora Rodriguez? This is someone new.
Jennifer May. Hiring a hitman is like anything else. You get what you pay for.
You know, there's some people out in this world right now who would probably love to have someone killed.
John Doherty, it was worth the shot.
Yeah. Turning the weapon back on Cabral and shooting him 6 times in the groin.
Well, that seems personal.
Wow.
That would be very personal.
Well, if he's not dead, he's surely impotent.
He wishes he were.
Or impotent. So there's that. Wow. What? Just people are stupid. I mean, how are you thinking? Look, you have more than one person involved. What are they on? That's my question. Because I think you have to be on something.
I think they're very narrow-minded. Like they don't, and there has to be a degree of narcissism or sociopath. Because to think that you're above the law and nobody's going to catch you.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
not happening.
So that the narcissism there, Melissa, exactly. You're so dang important that this person should die to make your life better.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So you're going to pay somebody or you're going to take it out, do it yourself. That's just
you are
narcissism there.
And you're absolutely in your mind you're justified because nobody is more important than you are.
Yep.
And lives don't matter.
Yeah,
don't matter what color they are.
That's actually the problem with the entire world. This is through my eyes.
Narcissism?
Yeah, but when you say, okay, I think the general public here, and this is just off the top of my head, nothing thought out. The general public, I think, when they hear the word narcissism, they just think, oh, this guy or this girl is an asshole. She only thinks about herself. Okay, fair enough.
Oh, no, it's way different than that.
Right, it is. But I think the word is thrown around too much these days.
I was going to bring that up tonight, actually.
Well, then please go into it, because let's discuss this.
Well, it's interesting. So,
what do you want to wait till after the break?
Well, I have a game I want to start at the beginning of the.
Well, you've got a couple minutes.
Okay, so what do you think of? What is your definition of narcissism? Or traits? Not. I don't want a scientific or dictionary.
Right. No, I don't have one.
What do you think narcissists are?
I mean, the general statement would be someone who thinks that they are above reproach or above the law or. You know what? I may have been wrong. So what? I don't care. It's all about me. As long as I get mine, I don't care about anybody else. Okay? I don't care about your feelings as long as I'm happy. That's it. I mean, and I get the attitude to display my point of how they may feel. Look, whatever. I'm happy. I'm good with my life.
Rusty.
I don't care about you. You figure your shit out. How about we go with, you know what? I'm sorry. I apologize. I was only thinking about myself. I should have thought about you as well and your feelings.
Rusty, what were you going to say? Oh, I thought you were going to...
Nothing about what y'all, nothing there. I was looking up Easter jokes and stuff. Serious.
Jokes are all about timing, though, Rusty. Just saying.
Yeah, jokes are about timing.
Yeah, I just don't think that I do agree, or I'm sorry, I agree with myself here because I said it. I think the word narcissist is thrown around way too much these days, but I believe it is a huge problem in society.
Yeah, and I think there probably are more narcissists today than at any time in society.
I believe it.
I have theories on that, but
do you not believe that we are taught? Oh, look, you just do you. I mean, I get it. You know, do you make yourself happy? But no one is taught empathy. No one is taught to care about someone else's feelings. No, as long as you're happy, that's all that should matter to you. What happened to being a human and caring about other people and
Well,
their feelings
it's
and what you go ahead.
I think it's an overcorrection in a personality. I think when the reason I say this generation, and I do mean they're baby boomers, X, Zoomers, all of us that have experienced the working mom generation. This is going to sound overly simplistic, but I think the narcissism comes from a certain amount of child neglect. If you were neglected by your parents, and that I'm not talking about mom leaves for 5 days and leaves you on the floor with the box of Lucky Charms. Like, it could be something super minor, but the way children interpret it, if they don't know the right language, that is like being abandoned, and then they overcorrect during their adulthood and become narcissists. They were never important as a kid. Especially narcissists are made more from their moms than their dads. And that is my opinion.
You know where narcissism is rampant nowadays? Social media. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Off Track Syndicate, on all of those places. Like us.
Oh, you're right. Don't get me wrong. I believe we all have a narcissist to some extent within us. Do we not?
Oh, what about the four of us being on TV thinking like we want everybody to listen to us?
Wearing our giant hats.
Let's take that.
There's a bit of that.
I believe to be successful in the entertainment business, you have to have somewhat of a narcissistic thought process to become successful. Because if you just self-deprecate all the time, I don't think you're going to get anywhere. No one else is going to bring you up. You have to do it yourself. We shall return in a minute. Don't go anywhere. Off Track Syndicate right here on Mojo 50.
Irony.
All right. Oh, I haven't been to McDonald's for. Oh, I'll be right back. Shit. Almost forgot.
Wow, I'm left all alone here with my. Yes, you right there. You are my favorite viewer. Hit the like button. You could also go to our Off Track Syndicate page and click on the shop button and buy a t-shirt. Look, they're cheaper than any of the other places that you go. They want $25 or $30 for a t-shirt. Ours are freaking dirt cheap, and maybe it makes us feel the love a little. I don't know. Whatever.
Do. Let's see here. Melissa has things after the break. And you had something too, right, Rusty?
I got a couple of things.
Okay. What was that other one? Oh, yes. I got to play this. This will be short, so we'll do. All right. Cool.
So everybody, let me say the shout outs here. Techroo, J May, Cougar, Sarah Nichols, Techroo, Arizona, AZ. Who else we got? Kathy in the Berg, J May, Cougar, Sarah Nichols, AZ. Who else we got? 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 AZ. Who else we I think I seen Timothy Ratliff in there. John Doherty, really? Where have you been, Doherty? What the heck, man? Who else we got in here? A lot of Miss Barbara D.
Yehudi's in there too.
Timothy Ratliff. I think I said Timothy. I can't remember. Scott Morris. Are you still hanging around, Scott? Say something in the YouTube chat. Let's see. Who else? I did see not Cougar. I seen Rocky earlier, but she hasn't said anything in a while. I thought I did anyway.
Yeah, she was here.
I think Timmy the Pilot fell asleep, of course.
I'm saying.
Yehudi. Yeah, Yehudi. You know he's hanging around. Techru. Yay, say me again, right? Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I missed anybody. I haven't seen Leslie. Where the hell's Leslie? Somebody need there. Oh, well, she was in there.
Hey guys, watching on YouTube right now, share us on Twitter, share us on Facebook. Take the link and share it. Get it out there.
Please.
Coming in hot.
Brian. Sean, what are you doing? Jeez.
All right. We're back. Sorry. We're back on. All right. We're going to get right into it here. Okay. Just listen.
911, police,
Hello.
fire, or ambulance.
Yeah, I need an ambulance, please.
You need the ambulance?
No, I need police.
Well, then why did you say you need ambulance?
I didn't say ambulance. I said I need police.
Okay. You have the police.
Yeah.
Where's the emergency?
Actually, the thing is that I have to pee, and these guys are not moving.
You have to pee.
Yeah.
This is your emergency that you have to pee?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
how are the police going to help you urinate?
I have to pee, man. And
But I'm not sure what you'd like me to do that you have to urinate. I can't help you with that. I am disconnecting. Thanks.
So this guy's sitting in traffic in a traffic jam, and of course you could tell I would say he's foreign because he's foreign. He's got that accent, and it is a English speaking 911 operator who answers the phone, and apparently he had to use the restroom while sitting in traffic and called 911 for them to help him. And the guy's like, "What do you want the police to do? How do you think the police are going to help you urinate?" What a dumbass.
Making him feel at ease.
I don't know. I just had to play that. I found that today and found it interesting. So without further ado, I shall move to Melissa.
Yes. You
What
want
do
to
you
play a
have
little
for
game?
Okay. What do you have?
Is this going to be like Saw?
Exactly.
If so, I'm in.
Exactly, except totally different.
Ah, gotcha.
Exactly like Saw. Okay, so I'm going to read a word or a phrase and tell me if you think it is overrated, underrated, or just fine.
Okay.
And tell me why.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay, so I got a couple of different categories here, but I'll start with because we had this conversation a few weeks ago, last time Sean was on, about healthy food. And I know the buzz, for a couple of years, there's been a buzz about coconut oil. Do you think coconut oil is overrated, underrated, or just fine?
Underrated.
Why do you say that?
Because it can be used for cooking more than just, there's a lot more use. It's more healthier for you to use cooking oil and olive oil. And I guess you can rub it all over your body.
Hey, that's mine. Stop it. That's mine.
No.
Hey, look, someone who knows me, coconut oil. It's a great thing.
So do you think it's underrated or just fine?
Yeah, okay, I have to go with Rusty here as well. Yes, I think there's health benefits. But yes, for massage purposes, it's amazing.
Are you
and
going to
I love it.
graphic
It is
here?
underrated.
That was a lot of information you're giving there, Sean, with hand gestures and sounds.
What a
A lot of information communicated.
I didn't have any sounds. Oh no! Shut up.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Now I'm.
We heard them.
Yeah. So you two are saying that it's underrated. People don't talk about coconut oil enough.
I think health benefits wise, because I think you can also use it as a carrier for like essential oils, right? Yeah. So yeah, I believe it has many purposes, and it is probably underrated.
I'm gonna say that it's just fine. I hear enough about coconut oil, essential oils, the massage stuff. People use it for I can't remember the word for it, but you swish it around in your mouth, it'll draw crap from from your teeth, that stuff, kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hear enough about it. I don't need to hear more about it.
So is this something your wife
Respect.
uses?
She's used that kind of stuff.
I have used it while brushing my teeth because I had heard that it removes it withdraws toxins.
Right.
I will say you need to brush afterwards because it it feels like it leaves that
more sound effects from Sean.
Sorry. Shut up.
I used to make a in shower body lotion. So after you wash, so when you could still rinse off and you could still maintain the moisture properties. It was a percentage of coconut oil, essential oils, and olive oil. And then you can still rinse it off and then towel yourself off so you're not greasy.
So,
see,
okay.
that's the thing, though. That coconut oil will solidify.
Right.
It gets into your pipes. It gets cold. It will solidify and clog your pipes up. So the oil
didn't happen.
pulling,
I don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
I used to, but I never had a problem with it because it doesn't get cold here.
It didn't clog your pipe?
No, my pipes are
okay.
fine.
Let me ask you this. I guess anyone who's used it, I'm assuming Melissa. I have wanted to take a jar of, the solidified coconut oil, heat it up so it is completely liquid, add some essential oils, mix it up real good, and then let it solidify. Is it going to separate before it solidifies?
Not in my experience.
Okay.
It depends on how much essential oils you use. And I tried to find the perfect mixture of olive oil and coconut oil to where it would just be like thick, but not completely solidified. That was my goal. So I could put it in a squeeze bottle and it would still come out the squeeze bottle without being completely solidified.
Wait, do I want to use... Do I want to put olive oil really in it?
Why not?
Or how about an additional typical carrier oil? Like a sweet almond.
I think if you use an essential oil, it probably will solidify because you're not going to use a shitload of essential oils.
It's going to solidify, but is it going to separate? Because I'm assuming
not in my experience.
No.
In my experience,
I
it
can
doesn't.
mix it up really good and.
So what I did for my moisturizer, I would put either sugar or sea salt in it to kind of exfoliate and to prevent it from solidifying.
And that doesn't affect the coagulation, if you will?
No, not. I'm just saying, in my experience, though, you're going to have to get the ratio down pat. You're going to have to experiment with it.
Ooh, I do like the sugar, like a sugar scrub. Okay, never mind.
Salt. Okay, next.
Just move on, please.
So, okay, underrated, overrated, or just fine. Okay, in the section for TV.
Shut up, Chris.
Star Trek.
I can't help it. I think about this stuff.
Star Trek.
I'm blushing.
Overrated.
Underrated.
Overrated.
Overrated, underrated.
I just don't give two shits. I'm not saying it's bad. I just think it's overrated. It's a cult thing to me.
Rusty?
Yeah,
It's like whatever.
it's overrated. I mean, come on. It's not Star Wars. Bite me.
I think that's overrated too.
Chris?
I like Star Trek. I like Star Trek better than Wars.
You like
Sorry.
Star Trek? Is that your favorite sci-fi go-to? Have you seen all of them? Have you seen him, from, because you're kind of young, so you've seen all the Captain Kirk, the originals?
I've seen Kirk, the originals. I've seen Next Generation. Yeah. It took me a while to get through Voyager, but yeah, it is what it is.
Rusty?
The new show,
Discovery.
no, it's not Star Trek and it's not Star Wars. The God Almighty.
That narrows it down.
Loki? The Baby Yoda stuff?
No,
Oh.
it's on
Mandalorian.
Netflix,
I
and
don't
it
know anything. Okay.
the God bless it.
You talking about the Family Guy
Yes,
thing show?
Yes.
Futurama?
No,
Family.
no. Seth MacFarlane.
yes, Seth MacFarlane. That is an excellent. It's better. It's better
funny.
than Star Wars
The
or Star
Orville.
Trek. The Orville. Better than the Star Trek ever thought about being. I mean,
Never heard of
10
it.
times. The stories, everything about it, the acting, everything about it is better. Everything about it is better.
I really liked the original Star Wars. Once it got into, I guess I just didn't keep up with it, and I figured if I tried to, I wouldn't understand anything. But that's the only allegiance I hold to Star Trek is Generation 1 or Generation Kirk.
Kathy did remind me of something though in the
Stargate.
chat.
Guardian.
You can't beat Spaceballs.
Spaceballs!
Spaceballs.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's a mog.
And I believe we are going to view that at the camping experience that we're going to have at Kinsey Richards in June.
Are we going to
are
comb the
going to-
desert?
We are going to view the Spaceballs while we're there.
We
Just saying.
ain't found shit. Okay, next. So animals, underrated, overrated, or just fine?
Depends.
Cats.
Oh, okay. Specifically.
Yeah, I was
cats.
giving you a cat.
that's a preference. I like cats. I like
I do
dogs.
too.
Yeah, I'm good with either one.
Yeah,
now,
they're fine.
I'm going to piss somebody off here.
Well,
Sorry, I think reptiles are overrated.
yeah, reptiles are overrated. I
That'll
know.
be next
Sorry, Mike.
week's. That'll be next week's.
Here comes the
We'll talk about reptiles next week. Talking about cats.
Yeah, cats. Full
Cats.
disclosure, I have 6 of them.
what? 6?
Yeah.
I didn't know you had that many.
Yeah.
Huh?
Rusty's the crazy
Chris?
cat lady.
Chris,
Cats are fine.
no opinion.
I'm not so emotionally invested as to say over or underrated. I've had cats. They're fine.
They're bird.
you
They're
know
bird
what?
killers.
Yeah, I
They're
grew
psycho.
up with cats and dogs. I like both of them probably equally, differently but equally. I just do, yeah. But it's not like I have to have a dog or I have to have a cat, and whatever.
I like dogs better. Never had a cat that was super happy to see me when I came through the door.
Okay, so that's like a normal thing, people say, oh, well, the cats are just like, you're home, so what? In my experience, I think it depends on the cat, really, because
Yeah.
there are cats that meet me at the door.
Yep.
I'm just saying. Rusty has one that jumps up in his truck every day, right?
Yes.
Really,
Every
Rusty?
day when I come
Yes,
home.
there you go. Just like a
Yeah.
dog.
I have, there's 2 of them. There's Asshole, which is because he's an asshole. He comes almost every day. If he's outside when I come home.
Where's the bell?
Yeah.
Jeez.
If he's outside
What
when I
a
come
lucky
home,
cat he is.
I was reading Tech Roo's comment. I wasn't even hearing him.
he comes to the truck and I open the door and he will actually come up in the cab with me and he wants to, love on me. And then there's Tom, who is a outside cat all the time, and he comes out and greets me every day, every single day. So
Wow.
yeah, they're happy when they see me. Yeah. Yep.
How can you tell?
Well, he comes every day.
Their tail's straight up in the.
He's oh no, because all right, I have to argue this, Rusty. I know of two cats that seem to hold their tails straight up and down constantly, and of course they will do a U-turn right in front of your face.
Yes.
And I'm just like, push that tail down. Can we cover your anus, please, while you're doing a Yui?
Right, the old brown eye looking right at you.
Oh,
I had a friend who had a cat when I was stationed in Italy. Loved the cat. And I was like, why do you love this cat? They called it Tina because it was like, I guess, a Napoleon Dynamite joke. Eat your food, Tina.
oh, yeah. Eat your
So-
damn dinner, Tina.
But I was like, what's
have you
so-
not seen the movie?
No, I have several
Stupid
times.
llama.
I love it.
Oh, okay.
I
was
love the
gonna say,
movie.
I don't care how
But-
dumb it is. You should watch the movie.
But he said that, I was like, why do you love this cat so much? It's just a tabby. And he goes, because it acts like a dog. And I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Rusty, you should probably go look at the YouTube comments.
Oh crap.
Cat scratch fever. All
Yeah,
right,
cat
Jason.
name.
Oh, no. Yeah. Above that, Jason Goki.
Well, that's true. But yes,
But
the
Rusty
one
likes his
Tom-
cats. We'll just say that.
Yeah, the one cat we call Tom. When I go outside, if I go up to the shop, he follows me up to the shop, and he is right on. He's just like a dog. He heels. He is right on my leg, walking the whole time, all the way up to the shop. If I go to my parents' house, if he doesn't see me go there, he will come up looking for me at my mom and dad's house, and then he's right there with me the whole time. I mean, it's the weirdest thing. You can go anywhere on the property, and he will find me and stay right with me.
That is kind of cute. I'm not a cat
It-
person, but that is really cute. Like,
Yeah.
what's better, an indoor cat with a litter box or an outdoor cat that's kind of like a barn cat?
Well, to me, all my cats are outdoor. We have a door that goes outside, so they go and they go outside, and then there's we have 3 cats outside. They never come in the house. They don't want to come in the house. You can't make them come in the house. And then we have indoor cats that go outside and come back in on their own. So,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
If you can have cats and not deal with the litter box, that's the way to go.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, cat pee. Okay, next category is people, or famous people.
People are overrated.
Overrated.
Overrated, underrated, or whatever.
just
Okay, Joe Rogan.
Underrated.
It
By who?
in the sense of okay, this is me. In the sense of him, where he came from, where his mentality was, and where he has evolved to over the number of years.
Yes.
I think he is completely underrated
Yes.
because he has evolved to being fringe. From what I saw, at least that's my opinion. Far off to one side, and it doesn't matter which side, but he has opened his mind and listened to other points of view that he may or may not agree with, and
It's changed his mind.
came towards the middle and tried to see both sides of the story, which,
Yeah.
regardless of whether I agree with him or not, I appreciate. So I think he is completely underrated in that.
I appreciate his interview skills and how
Yes, highly.
damn smart he is, and maybe that's because he knows the guest that's coming up, and he does, I don't know,
Research.
His homework, yeah.
into what's gonna, and
Well-
he asks questions that I think he doesn't personally agree with or what,
Yeah.
but he can throw the questions towards people and create a conversation there. It's really good, and yes, maybe he has people doing that for him. I'm sure he does.
He has an assistant. I can't remember his name who looks things
Yeah,
up for him.
I'm
But
sure he
that's-
does. But
Wouldn't
the
it be great?
ability- yeah. Oh yeah. Because yeah.
Yeah, I think he. I had a train of thought here for a second. I apparently just jumped right off the train. He does have the time. I mean, look, that's basically his job now. That is what he does. He of course not mediates. What's the word for the MMA?
Moderates.
Announcer.
Yeah, whatever.
Commentator.
Thank you.
There you
That's
go.
the word I was looking for. But yes, in his podcast, in his show, he can dedicate his time to basically show prep. And I think he chooses many different subjects. And I appreciate that. I have not listened to him in a while, but I did notice, like I said, what I would call a transformation within his mindset throughout the evolution of his show.
And that's what will happen if you maintain an open mind and try to get different perspectives.
It can. I mean, you can be staunch on, you can have an open mindset and still vehemently disagree. And I'm okay with that too.
Yep.
I personally
I'm fine with that.
That he brought to the forefront. I think that he brought to the forefront and had more people talking about the use of mushrooms for PTSD. Now, I know there are probably other people that were working on it and stuff, but I think he brought it to more of the front, so that people would learn about it. And I really think there's something there about, and not using mushrooms.
No, there is, but he brought it to the mainstream so people wouldn't villainize it. Yeah.
Yeah. And I really think, I know it affected me in a certain way that, yeah, well,
I'm looking forward to it. I want to do it in a controlled environment, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Pick me. Yeah. Pick me.
Sean,
can I be there?
Sean, Mojo 50 over there in the corner.
No, I want to be in the controlled environment with you or with whoever. It doesn't have to be whatever. I want to be in that controlled environment to work, because I've heard that microdosing itself can open, not to trip. And people who don't know what microdosing is, Rusty and I and a few other people have had this discussion numerous times, actually. But it opens the pathways to your brain,
the neurotransmitters.
Yeah,
and
really
it
does.
forms connections. Yeah. What old school people or people, I guess, not in the know or whatever, but our brains are not static. Like when you talk about addiction, when you talk about trauma, whatever happened just stuck. Yeah. Our brains are very plastic, rubber, silicone. They can change, and once we help change, once we start to make the theory used to be that neurotransmitters were dead based on either trauma or addiction and other things like that, but it's not true. Through therapy and cognitive behavioral therapy, it can help bridge that gap. But what I'm learning is psilocybin and mushrooms like that can help form connections and under supervision help form the correct connections to better yourself and to get where you want to be.
Yes. I'm sorry, Rocky is saying I'm not brave enough to go there yet. But what we're talking about, Rocky, is what they are talking about microdosing. So you're not doing it for an effect of psychedelics. You're doing it for the effect that it makes connections. Somebody help me here.
It forms the connections in the neural pathways that were either non-existent or were severed early on, and it's within so if you have it within a controlled environment, you have a medical doctor, you have a mental health professional, and you have maybe a friend. I don't know how it all works, but I do know, and this is my buzz phrase, peer reviewed. And it is the peer-reviewed literature is coming out, and empirical data is coming out to where even the staunchest critics are opening their, no pun intended, but opening their mind to the psilocybin remedies. And I'm looking forward to it. I don't think there's any near me right now, but hopefully soon.
Yes, Rocky. Rocky said like medicinal. Yes.
Oh,
Medicinal.
yeah, exactly.
Right.
That's what we're talking about. It's an
Okay.
actual therapy session.
So I would venture to say, microdosing or not, I mean, from one extreme to the next, over the course of history, people who have done mushrooms / psilocybin, that may have evolved the human brain just in a general sense. And I know this is very vague, but I mean, I completely think it may have.
Yeah.
And I think just the little I know, it can, like you said, it makes the neural connections.
Well, so many drugs, so many of these things have been demonized because they've been used in clubs and they've been used with the fringe of society.
Okay.
So, like MDMA, ecstasy was created for.
That's exactly where I
therapy.
was going. Yeah, because they've used ecstasy in medicinal manner in a counseling session for couples. That's where it started. Is that not right?
Correct.
There you go. I think everything in moderation. I don't know. All right, guys. We shall return right after these messages right here. Off Track Syndicate on Mojo 50.
Wow. Talk about a topic I know absolutely nothing about.
It is really, you should do some research. It's really cool. It's
Yes,
no
absolutely.
pun intended, mind blowing. Not like glass or, whatever stuff and things.
Yes. Good night, Jamie.
Bye.
Christopher. Sorry
What?
if
I missed something.
if I don't read the comments enough.
Hey,
I'm
if you
sorry.
don't read comments, stop apologizing. We're doing a show here.
Maybe she can give me some pointers
On what?
on how to read comments and do a show and stuff. I know. But remember, folks, you right there are my favorite viewer. Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Rusty.
Don't point at me like that. You almost poked me in the nose.
I know.
I think everybody in Facebook went to bed.
Especially Kathy and the Burt. Kathy, when are you going to join us on Zoom? Come on. I know you do Zoom. I think I've seen you mention it somewhere. You could join us on Zoom, hang out. You ain't got to have your video on. You can just, jump in and freaking talk to us. We do after show stuff. We're here every day. Yeah. Anyway, whatever. Yes, Rocky, anything can be abused. It sure can, but mushrooms are, I think they are definitely underrated. Damn, that was fast. Yeah.
A pregnant woman was arrested at the U.S.-Mexico border after she was caught trying to smuggle fentanyl into the United States. Anybody heard about this yet?
No.
Not yet.
Okay. 19-year-old U.S. citizen who 2 months into her pregnancy was said to be one of 3 drug runners recently arrested at the border crossing into Texas. She's 2 months into her pregnancy. Let's remember this.
And she has fentanyl?
Yeah, she was smuggling it. You see where we're going yet?
Doesn't mean she was doing
Like-
it.
No,
Like in her shirt or something?
no. How it
In her
was.
luggage on her way back?
In her,
You want to
in-
call it her luggage? Go ahead.
in her urethra?
I know what.
It's in her
President
urethra.
Samsonite, buddy.
In her prison wallet. That's where it was at.
Yeah. Well, more like a wallet that looked like roast beef, I guess. This is off track after dark. I'm so sorry.
It was a roast beef taco.
I did not just say that. I did. I said that in my outdoor voice. I apologize. No, I don't.
Sean, it was a roast
Timestamp.
beef taco.
Timestamp.
In her Taco Tuesday, buddy. Yeah. During the March 2nd crossing attempt, the teenager voluntarily removed a condom that contained 0.26 pounds of fentanyl that she was carrying inside her vajayjay.
Her vagine.
How much? 2 pounds or point?
Wow. That's quite a big. You need a luggage rack for that Samsonite, brother.
That'd be a big wallet.
Woo!
Kegel
That is
champion of the world.
Look, that is a Michael Kors like backpack.
My
Bam, right up on there.
my friends told me that there's some videos out there, of some girls with some big wallets. I'm just saying.
Oh no!
Man.
If you can dream it, it exists.
No, that is horrible, Rusty Lugnutz. It's tragic that people are willing to put themselves in these dangerous situations, said CBP El Paso Director of Field Operations Hector Mancha in the statement. The synthetic opioid is so powerful that if a package were to rupture inside the body, the consequences could be like. What do you mean could be life-threatening?
No, they would be.
Look, it's basically it's 0.26 pounds.
That would be
quarter of a.
Yeah.
It's a quarter of a pound.
Yeah.
Of fentanyl.
Think about that in hamburger terms.
I bet she
Quarter
had to
pounder.
pee. She had to
You
pee
mean roast
often.
beef? I can't help it. I'm sorry. Hi, Gilly. Oh, are you exposing Gilly to right now? This is a. So,
Gilly is topless right now for everybody.
stop it, Rusty. That is shameful.
I
Put her
know.
down. Put her.
Oh my god.
Melissa is just.
Gilly didn't have the earbuds in. It's fine.
She doesn't know.
She's over here with her floppy julep hat on.
It's my Easter bonnet.
Whatever. It's a floppy julep. She's
I
been
got
over
my
here.
Easter bonnet on.
Do you now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What do you mean could be life threatening? Yeah. Sadly, this type of smuggling is extremely common. It is sad, and it is extremely common. But she's a U.S. citizen. She's already a citizen, so she apparently went to Mexico and came back with a quarter pound of drugs that she smuggled in her hoo-ha.
Vagine.
So how did they find it? Was there like
What do you mean, how did they find it?
Was there a dog
willingly
involved and the dog like sniffed
pulled
it?
the
And how do
string.
they know what the dog was sniffing when he sniffed it? It'd have been like, hey.
Have you ever been? Have you ever been through?
Dude, every dog likes roast beef.
Have you ever been through a strip search where they make you spread them and cough?
What?
Well, I did go through a strip search, but weirdly it was at a Catholic
talking.
church. I don't know why.
I don't even know what that
never,
means.
Never mind. Anyway, go ahead.
February 28th, canine alert. Oh, canine. Does anybody in here know anything about canine?
Never heard of that before. Sounds like an alphanumeric equation.
A canine alerted border patrol officers to a 42-year-old American woman who was trying to enter the country at Paso del Norte International Bridge in El Paso with a 0.29 pound, 0.293 actually, bundle of drugs in her hoo-ha, her vagina. 4 days earlier, another 31-year-old woman was arrested at a port of entry with 0.39 pounds of fentanyl in her vagina. Wow. Man, you're real. I mean, okay, in the most literal sense, you are taking your life into your hands.
Not into her hands.
Hey, fair enough. Well, you had to shove it up there somehow.
Well, I want to say that I think people have been doing that for years. Don't like even men and women swallow drugs in a condom, and they put it in their digestive system and then shit it out later.
I know.
I was going to say men don't have a hoo-ha, but okay,
Well,
I see where you're going.
You got a different kind of wallet.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
But I mean, they're
know.
taking
I'm
their
saying.
lives. I mean, condoms aren't 100%, right? Like the condom can spring a leak.
No, they're
And if you have a girlfriend that is super deceitful, a lot of girls, will take those Trojan things and poke holes in them before you use them.
Oh God!
A friend of mine's mother used to do that. Like
Glad
back
I don't have
in
to
the
worry
day.
about that shit.
Wow.
Wasn't there a story of it was a music artist put Tabasco
Yes, we did
into
that.
Yes,
We
after
did
he
that
did
story.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
I
man.
know a guy, who ceased to exist anymore because of this. I grew up with this guy, and honestly, he was an asshole. I'm just going to throw that out there. I'm not going to say his name.
Wow, you're
Not
talking
to
about
speak
dead
ill of
people
the
like
dead.
that? That's
Yeah, I'm
terrible.
talking about a dead guy. He died because he put cocaine up his ass. He tried to hide it, and guess what? It ruptured. He died from it, and he was an asshole growing up.
Wow.
He was a piece of. I don't want to say that. That's
I'm-
pretty much. He was just an asshole.
Could it be said he died doing what he loved?
Well, he should have snorted it, but it was apparently a lot. So, enough to kill him. You know what I mean?
And Kathy in the Burke said, "And when the back breaks, the body will fall."
And Don will come as
Wow.
Fentanyl and all.
Yeah, fentanyl's bad. I know I watched a YouTube video of police body cam footage where this cop's partner, they found some, and he just touched it, like 2 fingers.
Oh, really?
Touched it, and within 30 seconds of him touching it, he was falling. He was dead. He touched it and hit the ground and was not breathing, like that fast. And luckily he had Narcan. He had like a couple of syringes.
He was ready for
Narcan,
it.
and that saved him. But
oh yeah,
I mean,
cops
it
carry
was-
that on them.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I don't think I've ever fentanyl has a use, right? In the medical field, I'm not sure what it is, like for surgery or something, but I don't think I have. I think the strongest I ever got for surgery, to my knowledge, would be Dilaudid.
Yeah. Yep.
But I don't think I've ever experienced fentanyl at all. Even when they would send me home with Percocet, there's only so much I could take before it just makes me sick.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
know all
can't
about
imagine the fentanyl. Ugh.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm stumbling across other things here. What?
I don't. This is completely different. So finish up what you're doing. I got a story I want to talk about.
Okay. A Georgia woman was shocked that he. See, it's like what kind of show? This is the America's favorite shit show. That's all I can say about it.
Yes.
A woman was shocked that. Why am I embarrassed? A huge booger.
You're getting rosy cheeks.
That a huge booger in her nose was actually a bead that had been lodged there for 2 decades. And she made a TikTok about it, apparently.
A bead? Like, was she in New Orleans or something for Mardi Gras? What kind of bead?
Or was this a toy film?
No, she's 23. So 20 years ago, when she was 3 years old, she apparently shoved some bead up her nose. And no one knew. Whatever, I don't know.
I'm gonna call bullshit. Who remembers what the hell they did at 3 years old?
Well, it had been stuck up there a long time. She said, I stared at it in amazement because it was huge and was inside me for thank you, for 20 years. Hannah Hamilton, 23, told Cater's News of the olfactory interloper. Revolting phenomenon first came to light after the Smyrna resident suffered a sinus infection earlier this year that left her nose completely congested. Hoping to get to the root of the problem, she examined her nostrils with an earwax camera and discovered a blue object lodged in her nasal passage.
Who has an earwax camera?
I don't know. That is a good question.
Actually,
Whoa! There's a picture of it. What? Oh.
Actually, I have a earwax camera.
It has a picture of her. Okay, I could see by the shape of her nose that it could get lodged up in there pretty far. It's kind of a, not a snoz. It's, yeah.
Yeah,
She managed to extract the sapphire sinus squatter. I was in a band called Sapphire Sinus Squatter.
Oh my God! All alliterations are awful.
I'm telling you. After examining the object, the memory of the bead flooded back to me. She said, "I don't remember much about that time, but my mom was very into arts and crafts, so we always had beads, glitter, etc. Around the house." The the gal recalled the incident, which occurred when she was only 3 years old. The memory I had, me standing in front of the linen closet in a kid's bathroom, pulling the bead out of the basket in the closet, shoving it up my face. And there's a TikTok about it. So
I think
Mike
think we
Yehudi
should,
said Rusty has a urethra camera.
But no, an earwax camera. I think we should take this time, since how we haven't done any sponsors, to
thank you.
go to Warhorse Legacy right here above my head, right here. warhorselegacy.org/donation. Hey, if
Or
you can
donate.
you can give or donate, whatever. Look, if you can go over and give them $5, that'd be great. You're helping out a veteran. You're helping out their family.
And you help the world out by doing that.
Yeah, help the
For
world. Yeah, go ahead, Sean. I'm no good at this stuff, but yeah,
You just did it.
Warhorse
You're doing
Legacy.
great. No,
And,
you're fantastic.
give them $5. What's what is that? Lunch out of a month? Go give them $5.
No. Have you been to lunch lately?
Yeah, well, it's a bag of chips and a drink.
Look, I bought a bag of chips that cost me $5.
Were they Zappos?
No,
Oh.
but it was at a truck stop, so that But it was a big whatever. Ruffles at that, I'll give you.
Right. So yeah, warhorselegacy.org/donate. Give them $5. Help a veteran, because they're helping veterans and stuff. I want to know, what do y'all know? Do you guys remember hearing about the sailing stones of Death Valley?
Oh, yes.
Sailing stones. So it is, you see a stone and there's like a line where it looks like it has been moving. Well, it has. How old were you when you figured out that this has been solved? This
Like maybe a couple months ago, maybe a year ago ish.
Today,
Yeah.
years old.
Yeah,
Today
today
years
years old. It was me. Apparently, it was figured out in 2014. I don't know why this wasn't all over the news more, but
Science news, I'm sure it's a thing, right?
you would think. So, how could rocks driven by some unseen force slide across the ground, leaving behind a trail? Racetrack Playa is a dry lake bed in Death Valley National Park, and a long-standing mystery that was finally cracked in 2014 by two cousins. They discovered how the rocks were nudged into motion. The sailing stones or sliding stones have been observed and studied since the early 1900s.
Yes.
It was long thought that strong winds possibly pushed the stones. More fanciful theories involved magnetic fields. In 2014, a group of very patient researchers, aided by the Scripps Institute of Oceanography, NASA, and others, announced they had solved the mystery. In a statement, Richard D. Norris and cousin James Morris said that the rock movements occurred during a rare combination of conditions in winter. So that's a clue.
Well, winter in Death Valley means something different than winter in most other parts of the country.
So in
The weather conditions.
2011, they launched this investigation, and it took them 3 years. They established a weather station near Racetrack Playa, is the name of the lake bed, and added 15 of their own stones and attached GPS tracking units to them.
Yep.
That's cool.
Then, as they watched on December 4th and December 20th, with time-lapse photography, they caught on camera the rocks sliding across Playa at up to 15 feet per minute. They saw many other instances of the stones as well, becoming the first people in the world to see the stones in motion. So, what it is...
Question.
Go ahead.
Were they also observing wind speeds?
Yes, wind speeds do play a role in this, but not the only role.
No, moisture, rain or wet.
Yes. So
It all
Humidity.
comes back to moisture.
And
content.
to me, every time I watch this, I'm like,
It's all moist.
well, it does rain there occasionally, and it is always windy, or most of the time. So
what happens is, yes, rain does come to Death Valley. And in these super rare occurrences that rain comes in the north or whatever, and it comes down into the plains, into this dry lake bed, it also gets very cold in the
I
desert.
bet.
So that
it
gives
does
another
at
clue.
night. Yes, the temperature drops. There's
Yes.
nothing to hold the heat in.
Yes.
You can't remember
So-
your name.
Yeah.
So what
on a
happens
horse.
is
Horse.
this
With no
water
name, yes.
water fills the lake bed,
Uh-huh.
and what do you think happens to the water? It freezes.
Oh,
And
it gets that
creates
cold.
it creates a large ice sheet. And when the wind is right and the ice sheet is formed around all these rocks, it's the ice that has formed around these rocks being pushed by wind that creates the sliding.
Wow.
So that's it. It's ice.
Yeah, that makes perfect
It's
sense.
ice and wind. They've got it all on film.
Mystery
Well,
solved.
good.
So
So
that's
no
been
more TV
solved.
shows about the rocks who mysteriously move across the mud.
Yeah.
There are now no more mysteries in the world.
When is Oak Island going to be over?
But they found a piece of wood
Yeah.
buried in the ground. It's there.
Deep. Okay, let's take Oak Island here, because do I believe there's a lot of mystery? I mean, do I think it's all made up? No, I don't. There is obviously something that has happened historically. Was there a treasure buried there? I don't know, but why else would you? We're talking deep down in the ground. And why are these structures and the like mine type thing? Not mine type things, but why are you burying things deep in the ground?
Aliens.
Pirate treasure.
Aliens.
Right. Do I believe there may have been something there? Yeah. Is it gone? Probably.
Yeah.
Because look, they're dragging this show out. Look, if you want to find treasure, screw the TV show. Let's dig. Let's find it. Let's not drag it out.
I think a lot of those shows, and I think Brad Staggs kind of confirmed it, but most of those shows are BS.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
and I was even though I knew it in my heart, it was fake, but it still broke my heart to find out Duck Dynasty was a fake. I was like,
A lot
damn
of that
it.
was scripted, yes. But
Yes.
their personalities, yeah. I mean, look, that's just my thing with reality shows. I think they can find a group of people such as, the family and friends of Duck Dynasty who have this dynamic about them and their living and their culture and their situations that they deal with on a day-to-day basis, and go, you know what, man, we can make a show out of this. We all know a girl, a lady who at least some of us have heard multiple stories about her immediate family, like her mother, her father, her brothers. She's the only girl, the only female sibling. That
Yes.
is. Yeah, and yes, see, Rusty, I'm trying to get it to where you guys will get who I'm talking about. They gather in the Florida area. Yes, and just the stories she has spoken of is like, oh man, there needs to be a camera crew here. And no, it's not going to be all the time. That's the thing. So yes, I believe they script it. They will instigate situations where it will draw out the entertainment or the humor or the situations as well. Does that make sense? Okay.
Yeah, that's reality TV now.
I think you know how we talk about the language has been changing, where literally means figuratively, and there's so many words that have changed. And I think the word reality has changed with reality TV, because it's not really.
It's not
I haven't looked up the actual dictionary. I haven't looked up the dictionary definition, but reality TV has definitely changed that definition.
Yeah. To me, the absolute worst reality shows to ever grace the TV screen is the damn towing shows. The people going out, the towing. Yeah, they go out
like Repo Guy, Repo Man.
Repo. Oh my God.
Whatever.
It makes me physically ill.
Well, don't watch it.
I
Come
don't.
on. Storage Wars.
Yeah,
I was going to say
Wars.
Storage Wars.
Yeah.
What about the guy with the skeleton gloves?
This is a piece of crap storage unit, and I found a $50,000
Antal?
box of crap.
Yeah.
Well, okay, fair
It's
enough.
incredible.
They didn't come up with the premise of these shows based on nothing. There is an underlying
I wouldn't bet on that.
situation.
They bet on people's desire for drama.
Yes,
And they can
do
come up with drama.
Absolutely.
And a lot of the other channels, like the History Channel, Discovery Channel, they're all like diluted with these.
And to be honest, I suppose if you paid me to, exaggerate a situation in my life in order to create drama or entertainment for a TV show,
Oh, we don't need to pay you to do that.
I could probably do that.
Okay, like off track on vacation and all of us fighting and blah.
Oh,
blah,
yeah.
No, see, no.
Or getting drunk
Okay.
and falling down.
The same-
and
Okay,
me being
that's
in the
just too
gutter.
realistic.
Sean
It
being in the
doesn't-
middle of the
no.
road.
No. Here's the thing. It doesn't matter why, but for the same reason I took a break for a few weeks on the show. I don't want to be not authentic, and I can't come on here and just go, "Hi, everybody," and
You don't have to.
Well, right, and that's right.
If you have some deep drama, they all want to know about it.
There are just certain things, and I don't think, in the shows that you guys are referring to, the ones we brought up, they're not getting too personal, unless you're talking about what's the
Kardashians.
Desperate Housewives shit.
Oh,
I don't
have
know,
never
The
watched.
Bachelor.
Never watched one episode.
yeah.
Of
I don't
any of
even
those.
know those show. I would rather watch Duck Dynasty, The Storage Wars, The Towing, whatever. One of those. Pick your poison, as opposed to the actual intended drama of what was the first one on the MTV? The House. What was that?
The Real
Yeah.
World.
What was it?
The Real World.
Real World.
World, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Look, in a situation like that, when you get a bunch of people, drama is going to happen, and
Yep.
they're going to be around to film it. And yes, I think there are people on the crew who are going back and forth and and this person, and they're raising the stakes, if you will.
Yep.
And
Right?
NDAs are flying everywhere.
Non-disclosure agreements, yes, but okay, and that's but I'm with you. I don't. That doesn't spark my interest, if you will.
Yeah, it's just I think the marketing is disingenuous when they call it a reality show. But if Naked and Afraid and Survivor and
Okay, take Naked and Afraid, regardless of instigated or somewhat initiated, scripted, whatever. You're still out there naked. there's something there to where
that's
you're
marketing.
vulnerable.
That's smart marketing.
right.
Sex sells.
Excuse me. I have a message from Scott Morris. Is this about over? He has to poop, and it's a great show, but we have to clear it with them before we cancel our next show.
Yeah, give us 2
Matter of
minutes.
fact, it is.
So,
We are coming to an end. So, Scott, as a matter of fact, you could go wipe your ass with the toilet paper I helped you get.
Hey,
Use
hey,
the witch
Scott,
hazel. Use the
witch
witch hazel.
hazel.
Don't use rubbing alcohol.
No.
No, that's bad.
They're in
Scott,
similar bottles, so don't confuse it.
Scott, happy pushing, Scott. Hope everything comes
Antal,
out okay.
good to see you on the show.
Happy pushing.
Pushing. Like a baby, it's coming out.
Hope everything comes out okay, and you wipe front to back with witch hazel.
It's like a turtle with his head poking out, ain't it, Roger? Hang on, buddy. Hang on.
And by the way,
see, we all went around to talking shit again.
yeah, that's what we do here. It's America's favorite shit show. Guys, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. It's good to be back in the saddle again, as I named the show. At least I did. Not on YouTube. I didn't. I got the Facebook over here, but
I don't know what
of course there's no one on Facebook right now. I think Antal is, but anyway, they all left. So,
all the cool people are on YouTube, I think.
they went to bed.
Yeah, front to back, Scott. Remember, front to back.
Yeah, you don't want to get the testes all gnarly. Yeah.
Oh, whoa! Did you just went there? Huh? Okay. Anyway, yeah. Hopefully, we're still up in full force next week. Every day's a challenge, guys. Just saying. Life is a roller coaster. And on that note, we love you. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Live long and
Happy Easter.
prosper.
Yeah.
Bona Pasqua.
Roger.